Women can't take accountability. How often do you hear this? I hear it all the time, in my comment section, in my last relationship. But you have to be careful because abusive and manipulative people will weaponize the term accountability as another tactic to keep you lost in confusion. And if you're new to my page, my name is Jackie and I'm giving real examples of emotional abuse tactics so that you can spot them in your relationships. I heard you never take accountability all the time in my last relationship. Picture this. He would give me the silent treatment, slam things around, and mutter crap under his breath. When I would ask what was going on, he would say, "Nothing, I'm fine," but then continue on with that behavior. I would ignore this behavior because it's incredibly immature and childish, and then eventually it would come to a big explosion 3 days later, where he finally described some sort of perceived rejection. I said or did something the week before that made him feel inadequate. But the thing is, whatever it was that I said or did was twisted to mean something that it wasn't. For example, I typically went to bed 1 to 2 hours before him. There were so many times where he would get upset because he made a pass at me while I was sleeping, and apparently I ignored it. My non-response to his advances made him feel unwanted. Just let that sink in for a minute. I was sleeping. He made a pass. I didn't respond because I was sleeping. So he spent the whole week being abusive. So when he would tell me these things, I would say, "Babe, I was sleeping. I didn't know you were making an advance." And he would call me a liar. He would say, "You were awake. You were purposefully ignoring me. You don't love me. You don't find me attractive." Then he would make some passive-aggressive comments to accuse me of cheating. When I would call out this behavior, he would tell me that I wasn't taking accountability. I can't even count the number of times he would say something completely out of left field. And while I was trying to process what he said, looking for something that made some kind of sense, I would look up. I look up when I think, but I would be told that I was rolling my eyes. I would say I wasn't rolling my eyes. I was thinking about what you said and trying to process it. And I would be told, "No, you weren't. You were rolling your eyes. You never take accountability." I soon came to realize that he was operating from a lot of unprocessed trauma and cognitive distortions. Mind reading, making assumptions, black and white thinking, future telling. When I would try to correct his faulty thinking, I was told I was being defensive and I wasn't taking accountability. So I don't know if this is a thing or not, but I'm going to make it one. Weaponized accountability. This happens when people accuse you of the fallacies they've created in their head based off their faulty thinking and unprocessed trauma. And when you try to correct an incorrect perception of events because they told you what you think, you're not taking accountability. Weaponized accountability. You are not responsible to take accountability for the faulty thinking of other people. Has this happened to you? Comment below.